Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have Season 8 release stuff. Here's the trailer. Let's go. It might be a little loud. So, headphone users be warned.
Anomaly located. Moving in. Target identified.
Not exactly a warm welcome, Nueva York. Optic blast!
Neutralized.
Damn. Okay, they are stepping their game up. Like, I feel like we've gone through a couple seasons now of it being silly. We kind of have some silly gameplay going on, or silly release trailers, kind of like ever since like Deadpool, right? But this was a step more towards serious. This was great. The animation was fantastic. I have to confess something, guys. I always thought Cyclops was lame when I was a kid. I wasn't really big into Marvel. I didn't read the comics or anything, but he always just kind of looked lame to me. So, and I just could be wrong about that. But this made him look actually awesome. So now, even me, somebody who thought Cyclops was lame, I wasn't looking forward to it at all, I'm actually pretty hyped now. So, great job. Good stuff. You guys converted a hater. Let's go already. If we look at I feel like they're teasing some of the skills here. So we can see a bouncing laser at one point, which I think is interesting right here. We'll just watch this. So it bounces in between people. So like a chain thing, right? And then this one, optic blast. This looks like it's an area of effect, and then maybe it like pushes people back and it stays there for a second. So that's cool. And then he has this thing that, he can't turn it off, and it like goes crazy, so it kind of destroys everything. I don't know. Seems interesting. I'm excited. I'm expecting a barrage blast. Division is out. Nice. Okay, we'll just jump right over to the Division. Timed it perfectly. Look at that. And then we have the Dino. So, without further ado, here we go. This one I'm going to pause halfway through.
Hello everyone, Guang here. It's great to be back with you all. Welcome to Season 8 of Marvel Rivals. After Kingpin delivered the tablet, the Gilded Saint kept his word and wiped out the time plague in Lower Manhattan. However, the root of the Lord, Alchemist's headquarters, was shielded by a mysterious red Colombian and survived the purge. And the energy source powering the Crimson Colombian, a pair of eyes that act as portals to a dimension of pure and this concussive force. Meanwhile, a distress call has reached the Monster Kingdom. Devil Dinosaur has learned that his best friend, Moon Girl, is being held captive under the strict control of Alchemax. Can the leader of the X-Men finally be returned to the embrace of his mutant brethren? And can Devil Dinosaur, having just escaped the Collector's Museum, save his dearest friend from the clutches of Alchemax?
Okay, so Devil Dinosaur is the new one.
Get ready.
And he's a tank! Oh, I'm so happy. God, I love tanks. Let's go!
For a Dynamite Season 8,
Oh,
Devil Dinosaur is officially sinking his teeth into Marvel Rivals. As a vanguard, Devil Dinosaur brings raw, primal power to the roster, always ready to tear the opposition to shreds. In combat, he relies on his massive physique and a force field shield to blow on the front line, using his primal bites to inflict a continuous bleeding effect on targets.
Bleeding?
When smashing through enemy defenses, he ramps up the aggression. Devil can shred his post-prey and temporarily camp his massive jaws around bleeding enemies, taking them out of the fight with a controlling hold. Upon activating his ultimate, Devil Dinosaur transforms into an unstoppable behemoth.
Oh, not another transform.
He charges forward, mercilessly trampling all enemies in his path.
No, it's not.
Completely
it's like
shattering enemy backlines to lead your team to victory.
But
as the saying goes, every kid goes through a dinosaur phase, and we hope your childhood dreams will come true right here in Marvel Rivals.
Hulk and Galactrox.
Our all-new Doom match map.
Okay. So we'll see the trailer for Dino later today, I would assume. I'm not going to say too much, but it looks interesting. I love a new tank. Hopefully they're actually good. A Doom match map?
Optimus headquarters will be available after the May 28th update. So stay tuned and get ready
more places
to
for editing or
and rescue Cyclops and Moon Girl.
For copyright, it's not.
We've prepared a new batch of adorable accessories for Devil Dinosaur, The Thing, Black Widow, Angela, Hela, Namor, and the Punisher. This will be released alongside the Season 8 update.
Okay, cool. For skins for students, yay.
In Season 8, verified college students will get access to a new rotation of 10 costumes and MVPs. We welcome all college students to verify their university email to unlock these exclusive benefits.
Oh, whoa. DC storage optimization.
Finally, a quick tech update. We've optimized the PC client by separating the high-resolution texture pack into its own standalone DLC. It will still download by default when you install the game, but if you are running a bit low on disk space, you can now choose to uninstall this HD pack separately.
That's actually really nice. I really appreciate that.
Doing so will free up around 35 gigabytes of storage.
Good lord.
If you typically play at 1080p or 1440p resolutions, or if you keep your texture quality set to low, we definitely recommend giving this a try.
I do
you
both
will
of those.
save a massive amount of space with practically zero impact on your actual visual experience. Next up, I will hand it over to Zhiyo to bring you all the intel.
Wait, Zuyong's
on
here?
Season 8's team up ability adjustments.
The balance changes? He's already going to talk about the balance changes? Hang on.
Hey, Rebels.
Oh, God. Oh, no. The most hated man in Marvel. This poor guy.
It's Zio. I'm here to introduce the upcoming changes to our team-up abilities and overall balance adjustments.
Oh, boy. I do, too. Okay, Punisher gets
Devil Dinosaur is the...
Did you guys see the symbol? The symbol is him riding on the dinosaur. Look at the symbol. He's riding on the dinosaur. Did they just give the Jeff and Rocket team up to these two?
Devil Dinosaur is the anchor here. The Punisher can request to mount up by accepting the interaction prompt. Devil Dinosaur will let Frank ride on his back while riding.
No, this is gonna be brutal. No, because now he can shotgun. No, he's gonna bro. The mounted shotgun's gonna go so hard. Oh no. And he has CC.
Can only use his normal attacks and his short grenade. All other abilities are temporarily disabled. In exchange, During the ride, the Punisher receives some damage reduction and a percentage of all damage taken, and healing received is shared directly with Devil Dinosaur.
Oh my god. So now we have to imagine Punisher shotgun with added mobility, damage reduction, and healing shared. Oh, this is funny. I don't actually mind stuff like this. I say this, but I think it's gonna be funny. As long as it's not like super broken and annoying, I'm fine with it.
In the upcoming Season 8, the arrival of Devil Dinosaur is going to significantly shake up the battlefield. When vanguards clash on the front line, there will be far more opportunities to initiate attacks and break through enemy formations.
Hey, that's
to
good.
prepare for this evolving combat environment, we've made adjustments across all roles for Season 8.
All roles, okay. Thanks. Here we go. Here comes the Hulk nerf.
For our vanguards, we are further elevating the frontline combat capabilities of Emma Frost.
Yo, and Emma Frost.
Her telepathic powers
Ooh.
will now decay more slowly after reaching full energy.
Hey, that's a good buff. I like that buff. Because of how many more movement characters there are in the game now, it's very, very, very hard to keep your charge on Emma without just full on editing. So that's good. I like that.
Cooldown
That's a good
for
change.
reprojecting Mine's Aegis is reduced.
Mine's Aegis. Hang on. I need to know which one specifically is Mine's Aegis. Need to know this. Heroes. Oh, the Emma. Abilities. Her shield. Oh. So, okay, she can use
And
her
her
shield a little
diamond
more
form
often. That's
will
good.
offer an even higher percentage of damage reduction.
Good changes.
These changes are designed to provide Emma with far more flexible combat choices. Simultaneously,
Very good changes for Emma. I like it. I like it. They're not messing with the damage. They're not messing with the CC, the grabs, the cooldowns, anything like that. This is good. She really needs it.
we are giving the Thing a slight maximum health bump,
that'll
ensuring
help.
that he can consistently apply pressure against enemy vanguards through sheer force with his Storm Haymaker.
Yes, Churro, you should, because it's very dependent on some other changes, but also how good Dino is. Because I would assume that Emma is going to be the counter to Dino. So if Dino is good and played a lot, then Emma's going to be even more useful. So yes.
With enemy
hang on.
bump, ensuring
think
that
it's
he
extra
can
buff.
consistently apply pressure against enemy vanguards through sheer force with his Storm Haymaker. We've also been closely monitoring Vanguard Depo's rather dominant performance across rank and pro play. To balance his competitive reign, we will be slightly nerfing the damage output of Vanguard Depo's gun form.
Yep, that's exactly what it was needed, right?
Looking at Season 7.5, we observe that the performance of theorists has been relatively balanced across the board. However, as the meta shifts, we are making tactical adjustments to several theorists to ensure they remain competitive. Iron Fist will receive a much smoother combat.
Zhu Yang, I'm going to say this very slow and very carefully. You need to watch the next words out of your mouth. And you need, this has to hit well. If this is slightly wrong in the direction, like this season is just over. Please. Like I'm actually fine with giving Iron Fist a slight buff as long as it's in the right direction. Okay? I know he's technically underperforming, but he's a menace. So please, for the love of God. I'm so scared.
Experience. Striking enemies with Dragon Do will now reduce the cooldown of Dragon's defense by an even greater amount. Meanwhile,
okay. of all the things they could buff, that's not terrible. Yes, so he can block a little more often. As long as they don't make him even more of a tank shredder or more mobile or anything like that. I think that's okay. Bonnie's already annoying? Yeah.
Mr. Fan
He gets his enhanced state more? Yeah. I don't know. At this point, I'm so red-pilled that just black-pilled on this, I guess. That it could be worse. I'll take it. They could have just made him delete tanks from the game entirely, and they didn't. So there's at least that.
defense by an even greater amount. Meanwhile, Mr. Fantastic's soft crowd control capabilities against enemies will be slightly turned down, but in exchange, he will receive stronger overall damage and defensive capabilities.
I love how that sounds. That sounds fantastic. When we did my game design, my character design videos, we talked about fun to play and fun to play against. The CC, the soft CC that they're talking about with Doctor Strange, or not Doctor Strange, with Reed, is not very fun to use, and it's not very fun to play against. So, doing more damage,
he will receive stronger
and
overall
surviving
damage
longer,
and
that is
defensive
fun.
capabilities.
So that's a step in the right direction. I like that.
In the new season, Mr. Fantastic will be able to weave freely between the front, mid, and back lines of his team, providing help and protection to whichever teammates need it most.
Okay.
Beyond these two, heroes like Star-Lord, Wolverine, Squirrel,
Why is Moon Knight on this list?
Moon Knight,
Why is Star-Lord on this list?
and Spider-Man will all
Hello? Why is Star-Lord getting...
receive varying degrees of buffs.
What is this? What? Oh my lance. I was literally about to pause and be like, okay, we're so far so good. It wasn't terrible. And then they showed this picture and they're saying they're buffing all of these characters. This one, sure. Delete this character from the game. This character doesn't really need a buff. It's just he's fine. This character definitely doesn't need a buff, and this character doesn't need a buff. It's I don't.
Degrees of buffs.
Zheyoung, why? Zheyoung, why? Please redeem it with a
Following
strategy.
our recent ultimate ability energy adjustments, both double strategies and triple strategies lineup have carved out their own unique tactical niches. However, relying on the strong baseline support capabilities of strategies, triple strategies comp still boast a very high margin for error and incredible utility. To address this,
Let's say something. So they released the stats last season when these came out, and they showed, hey, triple support is actually not winning much in all ranks. It doesn't win more than 2-2-2, right? I think it's winning more often now than it was before, but it doesn't feel as bad to play against. Because now people are actually playing triple support like you're supposed to. They're having Luna on damage, right? They're having Ultron for damage. They're having Mantis for damage. They're using the utility, right? So I wonder if they're seeing that in the stats.
we will be slightly turning down the baseline support capabilities of several strategies.
Ooh, reducing overall
In
healing.
Season 8, we will slightly nerf Invisible Woman's crowd control abilities.
Ooh. Reducing
We will
another
slightly
Sue
nerf
nerf. Bro, Sue has gotten nerf after nerf after nerf because of that initial batch of buffs that made her server admin. And ever since then, they nerf her and everybody's like, Sue's dead. She's completely dead. And then by the end of the season, she's back to being meta and crazy. and then they nerf her again and they're like, Sue's dead. And then she's back to being meta.
Invisible Woman's crowd control
Will this be the one?
For Mantis, we are adjusting the buffs she grants to
Changing Mantis? An actual Mantis?
her allies, slightly lowering her damage boosting capabilities by adding
No.
a new baseline movement speed buff.
Oh. Hang on. Oh, that's really interesting. Who was it in the server? Was it Chaotism who just like hates Mantis with a passion? I think this is probably a good change. Yeah, I think this is good. I don't know if the community can deal with that though. I mean, we've already watched so many Guess the Ranks and Am I the Problems where people can't aim. And if you don't know, whenever you go faster, it makes it harder to aim. So like if she's giving out a damage boost that also comes with the speed boost, people are just going to miss their shots. This is not giving... If I'm understanding this correctly, she is not gaining a speed boost herself. She's giving out a speed boost. Right? Let's listen to this again.
We are adjusting the buffs she grants to her allies.
We're adjusting the buffs that she grants to her allies.
Slightly lowering her damage
So we're lowering the damage
boosting
boost.
capabilities by adding a new baseline movement speed.
Adding a new baseline movement speed buff. Okay. Don't worry, Cov, it's increasing the skill floor for the ally support. Oh, Lord.
Buff. In addition to these changes, the ultimate abilities of heroes like the Rocket Raccoon and White Fox will also be buffed, ensuring they don't fall behind when exchanging ultimates in team fights.
That rocket ult better be buffed correctly.
This isn't everything. For the full details of our balance adjustments, please keep an eye out for our upcoming balance patch notes. The hero pick race and win race for Season 7.5 will also be released very soon. Additionally, we are actively monitoring the community's feedback and discussions. Some issues do take a little time to properly adjust, so please keep an eye on our official channels. As soon as we have the right solutions in place, we will sync up with everyone immediately. Ignite.
What are they talking about here? What are they talking about this? They're actively monitoring community feedback and discussions.
Some issues do take a little time to properly adjust, so please keep an eye on our official channels.
What is the community talking about that needs to be fixed? Hopefully, because the only thing that's on my mind is negative win rate climbers. That's it. That's the only thing. All the other things is like that. Tenacity changes. Oh, fair. Buff Squirrel Girl? Literally, though.
Channels.
Oh,
as soon as we have the right solutions in place, we will sync up with everyone immediately. Ignite the battle.
All right. We'll see when the balance patch comes out. All right, Dino trailer. Let's go. Got a hit scan? Hit scan beam? Oh, he's got CC. He can pick people up and throw.
Maximum!
That's a big shield. Bro, he's breaking everything. So it's like a... Hello? Right hold. So it does area and regular damage? Okay. Okay, this actually looks pretty sick. He looks like a combination of... Emma with the beam, Thing with the rest of his kit. He has 850 health. He has a giant shield. I want to see how big the shield is. There's an Iron Man clip. Right here. Does the shield move with him?
Maximum!
It looks like the shield moves with him. Or is Dino Devil a girl? I can't tell from the voice. There's literally a moving Winston bubble. Yeah, it is. Do they have movement ability? The shift? 10-second cooldown, and it looks like it lasts a while. Left click is infinite, no reloading. Yay. F is another ability where they bite. E is the grab and throw. I want to see.
Maximum.
This seems like a much more simple character after Black Cat. Let's look at the beam. Does the beam go on cooldown, or does it have like a resource? Because it doesn't look like it goes on cooldown. Is this character going to be poke? Is this going to be like poke and then go in? What? Dino is a boy. Okay. Is Lunella who's talking? They have a psychic link. Oh. Cov, why would Dino have to reload his mouth? You never know. Dino is a boy, but Moon Girl is telepathically linked with him. I wish you just got like Dino sounds, to be honest. Moon Girl, who is a super genius. 400 HP shield. Is that confirmed? Does it say 400 HP? It's also... Wait, he gets bonus health. Hang on, look at his bonus health. He gets bonus health. Oh, geez. He gets bonus health. He's gonna be a brawler like crazy. Beam is grounding? Oh. Can also control his body? Oh. I mean, Taki, you say that, but Mauga's a poke character, technically. Wonder if he has a damage reduction passive or just gets eaten alive by poke. I don't know. Why does Emma reload her mind? Groot reloads his arms? Yeah. Looks like 500 health. Okay, we'll go back to the shield. He does have Dino Sounds, but you generally can't have DVD without Moon Girl. Okay. I like Cloak and Dagger. Gotcha. He looks cute. I don't want him to be cute. I want him to be badass. Do we have an anti-air tank that can brawl with a Clyde? All right, let's look at the shield. Let's see the shield. He gets bonus health. Oh, there it was. It was literally right after that. Hang on. So we can see. 450. It's 450. To the sound. Right there. 450 shield. Nice. Alright, so first thoughts. I am happy. It looks like we have a much more simple character, which is good. So we want complex characters and we want simple characters. You want to have them both, especially in a game like this where they very much cater to casuals. You need to have both. So that's great. He's a tank, 850 health. Ult looks cool. Design looks cool. Doesn't seem to be too overpowered, at least from the idea, but I never want to say too much stuff on whether he'll be good or bad in the meta, because we never know until he's actually in the game. He might be annoying to play against with the CC. Because having another tank that can grab you and then put you in the enemy's back line is like kind of annoying. Oh, good lord, Jake. All right. Maybe Tenacity was made with him in mind. I don't think so, because I would assume this grab is a... yeah, that's an animation grab, which Tenacity doesn't really affect. So, I don't think so. We need to see more of the beam, to be honest. So, is it the beam that actually grounds him? Is that true? Yeah, he drops to the floor. And then you can dash at people. I think he's going to be a character like Thing that's a little bit more complex and a little bit harder to play. I feel like people are going to go into him thinking he's easy, and they're gonna think that this character's terrible because they're playing against like Emma, Punisher, Hela, Phoenix, Luna, you know, Ultron, and it's gonna be like, oh geez, I can't get in. Do we see how far the range is on the right click? Because if the range is short, that's gonna be really difficult. Looks pretty big. Anytime we see the laser, we gotta slow it down. That's pretty far. That's decent. It's like mid-range. Seems to be a little bit longer than Emma's, no? Laser has a bar? Oh, it does. Hang on. Laser has a bar? I missed that. Speed. No, not quality. Speed. Oh, it does have a bar. Okay, good. And it's definitely grounding. Interesting. All right. Okay. Cool. So there's that. Now we have a dinosaur in the game. Cool. See you for patch notes. And now it's time for the patch notes. Here they are. The ground is shaking, rivals. Season 8 is here, and the king of the Monster Kingdom has officially stomped onto the battlefield. While Devil Dinosaur is busy tearing up the front line, our balanced team has been hard at work, turning up the rest of the roster. Emma Frost is getting a royal boost to her diamond hard defenses. Mr. Fantastic is stretching out his damage potential, and Mantis is bringing a whole new pace to the game. Let's dig into the patch notes and see how the meta evolves. Adjustments, Vanguard, Deadpool. Wade's been breaking the game engine a little too hard with his non-stop gunplay. We're putting a tiny leash on his damage output while keeping his chaotic energy intact. Reduce the ban hammer, gun form ultimate ability, healing provided while active from 50 per second to 25 per second. So he'll be a lot harder to kill when he uses gun ult. That's good. Reduce dual Desert Eagle, single shot damage from 36 to 34 and 42 to 39. Okay, that sounds great. Really needed to do that. Should be fine. Yeah, Ben, that's how much Deadpool gets healed when he uses the gun ult. So, a little different. All right. Who's next? Emma Frost. The White Queen is getting an upgrade to Diamond Heart survivability to give her a stronger prolonged presence on the front line. Telepathic pulse fall off now begins 4 seconds, was 3 seconds, after not hitting an enemy. I was hoping the decay rate would be slower, not the time it takes to start the decay. I think it's a step in the right direction, and I can see where they're being careful. So, I think that's fine. Reduce Mind Gear's reposition cooldown from 3 seconds to 1? Wow. That's actually a huge buff. 1 second is great. That's really good. 1 second shield reposition. It's still a 400 health shield, which it breaks like really instantly, but now you can like really use it like I tell people, right? Where you like throw it out for a purpose, take it away. Throw it right back out when you need it again. That's actually huge. Wow. Dang. Yeah, that's crazy. Increase damage reduction. So it's only crazy if you actually use it like I say to use it. Most people aren't going to feel this change at all because they throw it out and then it breaks instantly. So, increase damage reduction gained during Diamond Form and Psionic Seduction from 20% to 25%. At one point, I think it was 30%. So it's still not peak Emma, which is good. But yeah, this helps. This should be good changes. Deadpool gets squishier and all, not more durable. Yeah, healing reduction. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So he, right here. he's easier to kill when he ults. I died so many times due to having a bad placement and couldn't place it correctly. Yeah. All right. Who's next? So far good. These are perfectly fine changes. The Thing. Increased base health from 700 to 750. Okay. Fine. The Thing is just in a weird spot. But whatever. And that's it. Wow. No changes to anybody else? Yeah, Vanguard's like... Anybody else? You don't want to change... I don't want to change anybody else? Nobody... We're not deleting a character? Okay. Let's see. Duelist. Oh, God. Okay. Kundo hits now reduce the cooldowns of Dragon's defense by 1.2 seconds, up from 1 second. Okay, that's a very small change, but it is significant. So... That's fine. Increase Kunlun's kick first strike damage from 35 to 40? Okay, this one we need to see. Which one is this? Iron Fist. Kunlun kick. Kunlun kick. So the kick does a little bit more damage? Strike damage from 35 to 40. Interesting. Okay. So I guess that's fine. That's not bad. Get rid of his tank busting and give him real damage. I agree. But then all the supports are going to throw a fit again. But I don't know. I think, well, I need to see this one in game. I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. I think it'll be just enough to make Iron Fist players happy, but not enough to make supports and tanks cry. So I think that's fine. Black Cat gets away with way worse. Yeah, she does. Mr. Fantastic. Here we go. Increase stretch punch damage from 65 to 70. Nice. I'm not sure how that plays with breakpoints, but it'll be nice. Remove movement speed reduction effect. I don't know which one that is because he has like a billion things. Let's see. Mr. Fantastic is somewhere on the list. All right. Flexible elongation. So this is the E. All right. Movement speed reduction effect. However, the charge time for each use has been reduced from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. That's going to be kind of annoying. But it completely removes the speed reduction. That's nice. I like this. So he's going to be not as terrible to play against, but it does happen more often. So fun for him and less fun to play against. That's a good change. Reduce the energy cost of his ult from 34 to 31. Sure. I'm fine with that. This is all fine. We haven't come across anything that's scary yet. Moon Knight. Reduce Moon Knight hook cooldown from 15 to 12. 12 might be a little too small, but again, like as I said earlier, if you're gonna buff Moon Knight, like this is the only thing you can touch. So, yes. All right, so that's fine. Phoenix. Oh, dude, they actually touched Phoenix. Hang on. Whoa, what? Increase her direct hit damage from 50 to 55. Hello? Hello? Hey, hello? Cosmic Flames, right? Increase Cosmic Flames direct hit damage from 50 to 55. Reduce explosion damage when detonating spark marks from 40 to 35. Without damage buffs, Phoenix can no longer one-shot a 250 health hero with a single mark plus direct hit from her ultimate. However, the increase to her primary attack damage make her far more threatening in baseline combat. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. The problem with Phoenix to play against is not when they do a combo where they get sparks on you first, and then they use a really difficult ultimate to control that's super easy to, like, counter or avoid. That's not the problem. The problem is her being completely oppressive with her regular shots and her stun and the explosions and, like, a shit ton of damage and movement. Like, this is not a good change. This is not in the right direction at all. It completely misses the problem. It homogenizes her. This is closer to Hela. Yeah, this is not good. I don't like this change at all. So we've hit our first, like, bad change. Spider-Man. Increased spectacular spin damage per single spherical spell field. From 408 to... Is that his ult? That sounds like his ult, right? Spectacular spin. Okay, so his ult gets a little buff from 408 to 450. All right, that sounds fine. Supports are gonna riot, but I think this is a fine change. I know a lot of Spidey players think their ult is useless. I don't think it's useless, but this will make it better. That does sound like a lot for breakpoints, but I feel like it kills most of the time anyway if you're not ready. Yeah, it's just kind of like, eh. It's not going to make it... It already does what it's supposed to do, so I think it's fine. Whirl Girl. Oh, boy. Reduce the cooldown of Mammal Bond. Is that the acorn nut? Mammal Bond. Yeah, it is. Bro, these two changes back to back, like... Low elo people are gonna riot. And this. Yeah. Low elo is gonna riot off of these. I'm scared to even look at Reddit. Star-Lord. Increase the ammo capacity of element guns from... No, this is... No, dude. We have to see in the stats that they release later, the character stats. It's like, they're not out yet, right? The hero hot list. 2026, 512. Oh, they are out. Okay, this better show in all ranks, everything. This better show that that he's bad. It has to show that he's bad. Has to. Also, good lord, look at that win rate. This has to be bad. Star-Lord. Bro, he's basically even. He's basically even. Competitive. Rank all. Where is Star-Lord? Star-Lord. Or am I blind? Star-Lord. He's above even for everybody. No, this is a terrible change. He's above even. Star-Lord. This, okay. Dude. Yeah, he can. That's bad. This is a really bad change. Bro, I'm pretty sure this is one of those breakpoint numbers changes that can just completely make this character like insane. Let's go to the character list and see like what it actually does. Let's see. Let's do math. Can we do math? Element guns. Okay. How much damage? 6.5 damage per round. And now it's 50. So 50 times 6.5. That's 260 health. So if he hits any headshots, that's a kill. So that's 40. I did 40. So now it goes from 260 to 325. So he can still afford to miss a couple shots and one clip people. Bro, this change is completely going to break Star-Lord. Completely broken. Absolutely broken. Star-Lord is now S tier. For sure. Awful change. I think Star-Lord was fine. Say goodbye to Jeff and Rocket. Yeah. Perma-banned as well. Like, he's going to be so broken with this. This is also a change that, like, if people aren't used to this style of change, they're going to be like, what's the point? And low elo people are going to be like, oh, this is actually great. I can hit more of my shots. But, like, no, he was already good before. Make a good point. Like, his ult's great. He has good mobility. He has high uptime. He has a lot of utility. Like, this is a terrible change. All right. Wolverine. Oh, no. Reduce the cooldown trigger of regenerative healing factor from 105 to 90. That's his passive, yeah? That would be regenerative healing factor. Passive. Bonus health, 150 to 300. Damage increases range. Yeah, this is passive. That's... Wolverine, the same thing that I'm talking about with Moon Knight, where it's like, if you're going to buff this character, this is the only thing you can do. 105 to 90 is not going to make that big of a difference. So, fine. If you're going to buff Wolverine because, like, you want to for whatever reason, this is how you do it, fine. I'll give you a complete pass on that. That's completely fine. All right. And that's it for DPS. Daredevil goes untouched. Oh, Lord. Black Cat goes untouched. Blade goes untouched. Elsa... DPS Deadpool goes untouched. He's been a menace. Iron Man's still in the dumps. I don't know. Storm goes untouched. All right. Let's see. Strategist. Invisible Woman. Reduce force physics push distance from 12 to 10 and damage from 55 to 50. Great. I love this. We're just reverting the changes. I think this is perfectly fine. The fact that it went across the map before was stupid. So. All right. Loki. Actually, a Loki change. They didn't say anything about this. Increase Illusion's mystical missile healing ratio from 90% to 100%. I don't know what that means. Loki, please. Where are you? All right. Mystical missile. What is this percentage they're talking about? His illusions will heal more reliably. Oh, so it's the illusions primary fire ratio from 90% to 100%. Reduce the illusions mystical missile damage ratio from 90% to 80%. So the Loki clones heal slightly more and do slightly less damage. There we go. His clones didn't do the same amount of healing he did. Now they do. And they do less damage. There we go. Increase the cost of his ult from... That's crazy. His ult already takes a while, and now it's longer, which is fine. Loki kind of needed a little nerf on that. We'll ask what Okami thinks, I guess. I like the idea of this change. They're making it do less damage and like more supporty, I suppose. Hopefully we see that same idea with Luna. I swear if Luna is not mentioned in this and nerfed in some way, we gonna have a talk. Mantis. All right. Reduce allied inspiration damage boost provided to allies from 12% to 8%. So instead of getting a 12% damage buff, now you get an 8% damage buff. New effect. Now provides a flat 100 movement speed boost to allies. I don't know how much that is. So in order to figure it out, let's look at how much Jeff does. Let's see. The healing bubble, how much does that boost? Movement boost 60%? But it's in percent. This isn't percent. A flat 100 movement speed boost. That's weird. Why is it not in percent? It doesn't say percent, but it also says flat. So it's not percentage based then. I don't think so. Dev note, with Ultron now having access to conventional damage buff capabilities, Mantis needs to carve out a more unique functional niche. By adding a movement speed buff, Mantis can better aid her team with positioning and kiting. This is actually cool. I love their reasoning for this. This is great. Because now, if your team is a little slow on the uptake, you could pick Mantis and be like, all right, team, it's time to back up. And then give everybody the damage and speed boost, and then they can back up more efficiently. That's great. Every character has a base movement speed number. It's like 250 per person. In the blade stats. You want me to go to the blade stats? Okay. Blade. What are we looking at for blade? Movement speed. 6 meters a second. So what does 100 mean? I don't understand. So that'll just be 12? 7? 6? I don't know. We'll see this in game. I like this. I like the idea of this change. I like the idea. I like the idea of this. This is a great change. Rocket. I'm interested. All right. Increase bombard mode hit damage per projectile from 16 to 17. Excuse me? Excuse me? No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're increasing. Dude, Rocket does so much damage already. So in case you guys don't know, here, we will go into the practice range. I'll show you guys in a second. Let me show you why this is stupid. Because this was shown to me. This was shown to me 2 seconds ago. Like, look at this, okay? Let's pick Iron Fist. Iron Fist is known for demolishing tanks, right? Let's pick Groot. Look how long it takes Iron Fist to demolish a tank. Okay? Now watch Rocket. It's like twice as fast. It's like twice as fast. Rocket does an insane amount of damage. An actually insane amount of damage. Why are they buffing the damage on Rocket? Like, what's the point? What? I don't... Okay. Let's keep reading. Increase repair mode charges from 8 to 10. Repair mode charges? Oh, okay. So they have 2 more shots before they have to reload. Reduce the energy cost of the ult from 4... Why did Rocket just get 3 ult buffs? Or 3 buffs? Why did this character just get 3 buffs? Hello? Hero hot list. Please do some work for me. You better be doing... Hello? Why? 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 Why is this character getting buffed? He has a positive win rate in every single one. He's almost the best support in the game. Why is he getting buffed? He's literally like 2nd or 3rd in every single rank as far as win rate. This is terrible. Why would they do this? Why? I don't... Young, you gotta miss me with this stuff. Please. Please, NetEase. Why are we doing this? Like, why? I hate that they don't even explain it. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Explain something. Because this makes no sense. Like, the community already thinks Rocket is fine. Like, nobody's complaining about this character being bad or good. I think that this character is amazing just for the res beacon alone for like 80% of the ranked ladder because your teammates are idiots and then you can just bring them back. Like, it's insane. I don't... Why? Somebody needs to explain this change to me because this is just out of left field and like complete... This is like buffing Phoenix. Why would you do that? Okay, White Fox. Oh, this is big. Let's see. Increase healing amount provided by the surrounding aura during fox form awakening. For the melee form? Really? Fox form awakening. That's got to be melee form, yeah? Yeah. From 25 to 35. Interesting. Reduce the burst healing generated by each successful attack from 35 to 25. Oh, okay. Dev note, we observed that White Fox's healing output in Fox form awakening state was too high when continuously attacking enemies, but too low when unable to maintain targets. This slightly lowers her intense burst healing when spamming attacks from 100 seconds to 90, but significantly boosts her passive healing aura when no targets are available. I don't like this change. I understand where they're coming from. This fits in perfectly aligned with what we think their objective is of being a casual game. I think this is a skill issue. We've coached a lot of White Foxes, and we have to teach them how to use the melee form. And so this is literally just making it easier. That being said, that's exactly what they set out to do. That's what they said, so I can't argue with it too much. At least I understand it. I may disagree with it, but I get it. Okay, increased Blessed by the 9 healing to allies during her ultimate ability from 40% to 60. Okay, so let's see. I need to... So, Miho Unleashed, and then... I don't understand this change. Blessed by the 9 healing. Blessed by the 9. Maybe this? Here we go. Right click. Okay. Select an ally to grant continuous healing, unstoppable, and lifesteal for a short time. Oh. I forget that the right click even exists. I feel like most people don't even use it. Is that right? Okay. So if it's not even noticeable, then that's great. White Fox should be punished for shooting melees? Yeah, I agree. They're equalizing White Fox's healing, so she's harder to kite and less sustainable when she's growing. Give magic free overshield when we missed melees. Yeah, I feel like people don't use this, so I'm okay with like trying to incentivize people to use it, because I think it's a good idea. And that's it. That's it for... Really? No Luna? We're not adjusting Luna? Isn't Luna literally like a better Hela? Ugh. Okay. Team ups adjusted. Luna, Snow, and Iron Fist. We're boosting the operational range of this icy trio so they can freeze out the combination. Increase their spell field from 9 to 12. Increase barrier placement distance to match the 12. I don't like that. Whatever. And here's the new team up. Dino gains 100 bonus health, so he's at 950 with that. Jeez. And then he gets to sit on top and do some damage reduction. And that's it. So, I don't really think she is. The fact that her primary comes out in burst means the damage is less consistent at range. People are being dramatic. You haven't played against, like, Okami. Just imagine Okami using Luna. Like, it's pretty crazy. And, yeah, the projectiles are much more forgiving. So let's jump over real quick to the practice range and see how forgiving the projectiles are. Because I could be wrong about this. So let's double check my assumptions. How close do I have to be to headshot on Hela, right?
Can you pass the trial of your soul?
Thank you.
An opportunity for combat. Who could fight the
So that's like pretty on point.
I didn't always love my powers.
Yeah, about the same.
You seen stars?
Not terrible. It's a little bit more forgiving than Hela. Wait. Does it get more forgiving as you back up?
That's 3.
Not really.
Due for an encore.
I'm trying to like purposely miss, but miss close.
My domain will one day encompass all
It's about the same. No self-flake, though? Okay, let's... Right, you're right.
Superpowers are amazing. Also, the ice effects
Doesn't change the size of the projectile, though.
lullabies. See them? Right there.
I'm just trying to judge, like, how easy it is to hit. The size of the projectile seems the same. So I'm less mad. But let's see. If I'm back here, I can just 2-tap. Okay. And Hella?
My domain will one day encompass all souls.
That seems stupid to me. Please tell me Luna cannot do that from here.
It's easier being a superhero when you have the fame parts figured out.
It's a little bit more inconsistent than Hella's.
Can you pass the trial of your soul?
Because of the 3 hits. Yeah, that's... Still, though. Just the fact that we're comparing it... We're comparing a support to a DPS... should tell you something's wrong. And the fact that it's close is not great. So, yeah. I'm pretty sad to not see any changes. To Luna. Like, make that character a support again. Please, for the love of God. So overall, let's look at, like, give it an overall score. This is like a B+, maybe an A. This is an A for sure with Emma. This is a B-. It's kind of like, I don't think it'll help him very much, but it's a thing, so right direction, I guess. Iron Fist, this is just a C, maybe, like a completely average. I won't know until this is in game because of how Iron Fist works. Mr. Fantastic, I think this is a change in the right direction. I'd give this one an A. Moon Knight, I don't think he needed it, but C. Phoenix, this is a really bad change. I give this like a D. Spider-Man, C. Squirrel Girl, C. Star-Lord, this is an F. This is an awful change. Completely terrible change. Wolverine, C, average, whatever. Invis, this is fine. Give it like a B-. Loki, I would need to see this one in game. I'm not quite sure, but I like the direction, so I'll give it like a B for now. Mantis, I think this is a great change. I think this is going to be like an A. Rocket, F-. Absolutely terrible. White Fox, this is a disagreement. I'll put it a D+. As far as this one's fine. I like this one. This one's useful. And then not having that. So overall, maybe like a, I don't know. There's a lot of A's this time. So we'll give the overall picture a B. Overall picture a B, which is pretty good. It's not terrible. So anyway, that's it. There's all the things that we get to look forward to in Season 8. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for Devil Dinosaur, even though dinosaurs aren't real. But, I mean, this is a video game, so that's fine. Ignore that little piece of reality.